color to the lights in my hand. It does tricks. That's why the image looks kind of red right now. But I can do less. And more. And colors. I'm just having a play with right now. Nice kind of lavender color. Light blue. You're probably seeing a reflection on my glasses as well. And this is a pretty neat one. It's got all those colors just kind of chasing each other around the circle. And the dog isn't interested. He's a little unsocial on rainy days. We had rain yesterday too. The power briefly out. Oh, let me see if I can get this back to where it had been. Okay, that's not where it had been. Sounds like grandson is vacuuming. Or maybe daughter went to do something and came back and vacuumed. Or maybe he owes his mom a little bit of vacuuming for eating snacks in her room. Oh. If you can see the colors on my glasses. Yeah, this is just stuff my light on the stick does. I can take the light off and just use it as a selfie stick. That's reasonable. There we go. It's a little more psychedelic. And that's kind of a pastel version of psychedelic. And some more different psychedelic. We got some green and cantaloupe and sky blue chasing each other around. Hello, Peyton. How am I today? Well, at least my selfie stick's not... I should say my new stick is not dropping my phone, and the control for the lights works. Oh, that's not where I was going either. Okay. Gonna reduce this a little bit. Actually, I could just turn that off. The middle. It's not the middle of the day. It's mid afternoon. I don't know who Techie is, and I don't know who you'd be editing for. Hello, Mark. And the fact is, I don't send a lot of very specific love you messages online, because one of the ways I sign off is that Grandma loves you and wants you to be okay. How's that? Although I'm not getting off right now. Hello, Rock. Hello, MD Faison. Don't know who you are or even where you're from. Where's that kind of name from? I'm married, so I'm using my husband's name, which is... a lot of people would have forgotten by now, but it's a word for somebody who works at a forge, hammering on metal. I'm playing with something new to me. I've got a selfie swag standy stick that it has a light ring built, or designated for it. It's got a screw base and it goes into the top collar of the stick, and it's been fun. I'm just trying it out. Some of this I will probably never use because I don't think blue LEDs are friendly to people's vision. There we go. Red is, but it's more specific to early mornings before the sun up and late evenings. "2009 Gabe Newell." No idea who that is. Unless it's someone that has appeared in a lot of badly dubbed Chinese apocalypse movies, I probably wouldn't even recognize them. I remember 2009. I think I was still working tech support then. How are you, Luke? Those need kind of wiped off. In fact, these need replaced. I think the next pair of glasses I get don't need to be bifocals. In fact, I've got a pair of not bifocals in my room, but I'm in the house and I'm giving the new light and the new stick a try, so I grabbed this pair. Yeah, I made sure to grab one of my newest cups out of the cupboard. I need to test it with a magnet, actually. Because some of the smartest people I know will tell you that you'll get the atomic amounts of, you only need tiny little bits of some things. And if you're using a copper cup, you'll get some of the copper you need without overdoing it like Liver King. Now, not a Dr. Salad Boy would maybe get that reference. But I'm following smart people like DC. He's smart. I'll try that against some magnets later. But here it is, almost 10 minutes, and I have done what I meant to do. I've run through some of the functions on my light assembly. It's a ring, but I have run through some of the functions. I've seen the pretty things it does. It looks weird on the reflection on my glasses. It was fun. But generally, if I give a live a little bit of time, some of the people I talk to will show up. Whew. Hi, Aaron. Yeah, I was thinking about your excitement with your Renfo, and I wondered if it has new features since mine came out, because mine is just a couple years old now, but yours does not look the same. Oh, yeah, mowing. That's good for your musculature. Oh, the dog hears me talking. He's looking down the hallway at me. He's got his thunder shirt on. What, puppy? Come on. Come on. Up. No, he doesn't want to be on camera right now. I was actually looking at a bit of the yard and wondering if I should go out with a weed torch and weaken some stuff that needs cut down. I will admit I've also been wondering if I should get a trying to decide how to describe something. There are wheeled weed eaters. They're like two wheels, so the what you do is you push and you let it be a weed eater that you don't have to carry. You know, you can keep up the at the end of the day, you can keep up the benefit of all the workout by letting the vibration plate shake your legs and work those fast twitch muscles. In fact, that's one of the secrets of Tai Chi is that some of what you do works out the big muscles and some of what you do works out the shallow fast twitch muscles. Well, this time of year you should have extra help. Yay, vibration plate. Come on, Ducky. Oh, I know. Except for two, right? They're not. Well, it might have all the attitude of teenagers since they hang out with teenagers. But at least two of them are not teenagers. Yet. Yeah, first a teenager and then hopefully they move out. The second grandson has been teenagering as hard as he can lately. Oh, puppy, what's wrong? She's not letting you help? Dog is standing in the hallway looking back over his shoulder at me like a toddler not being allowed to use the stove. Poor baby. Yeah, when she shuts her door, she's not letting you go in there. You can come in here. I'll pet you. The cat is somewhere probably guarding his food. He doesn't always eat it all. He doesn't always eat it right up. The dog, when he's moved to go to his bowl, which is not often, he wants our dinner in that bowl before he will go and eat his dinner that's in the bowl. The cat is adjusting well to not eating tons of kibble, especially after that month or so. Bye, Aaron. Yeah. Oh yeah, things I was thinking of. Learn from intelligent people. If you drink from plastic water bottles, you get plastic. If you drink from a copper cup, you'll get your little atom here and there of copper without having to eat the liver that may or may not be as appealing as it once was. I used to eat liver pretty regularly. Puppy, you're okay. I have some in the freezer. I just haven't wanted it in a long time. Is that Negi or Neji? Nejita, Nejita Safi. That I kind of have a mental image of where that kind of handle might get cooked up, but Kai, I can say. I'm pretty good at names, but I haven't lived all over the world, just all over half of it. Hello, Kai. My name's Wendy. I am 60 years old. I eat a carnivore diet. That means I eat so much meat that some people's moms and grandmas would have a fit. But I feel better because of it. Um, I was just talking to someone else who was here who has many, many children. Such a blessing, right? But she also eats carnivore diet and feels better. Her health is improving. Her movement is improving. I like to see people feeling better. Yeah, and it's as simple as what do we actually need? We need protein and we need fatty acids. But you know what? We don't need all the stuff that comes from the store with barcodes on it. We like crunchy pretzels and potato chips. Five blessings, yay, here's to you. If you have that many, I'm sure at least a few of them are big enough to want lots of snack foods. For me, snack foods tend to include cheeses, sometimes prosciutto. I like prosciutto. It's salty and it's meat. But yeah, I really I can recommend some additional carnivore channels if you like. Dr. Anthony Chaffee is an American doctor working in Australia, and Dr. Sean Baker is an American doctor working in the state of Florida, and Dr. Kenneth Berry, his last name is Berry, like the fruit, but he works in a more mountainous state. I want to say Tennessee. I might be wrong. I might not be. And there are so many others, but those few are top medically. Dr. Berry gives a lot of information. And then, of course, there's Professor who actually has a lordship, so we could call him Lord Professor Bart WTK. Kay is his last name. And he lives in New Zealand on a small farm he owns. I like checking out his farm channel on Instagram because, baby sheep, baby cows, these things are cute. My dog is cute, but he doesn't want to come be on camera right now. And somewhere there's a cat hanging out. And the cat is black, so there's not a lot of contrast there for the camera to pick up. But I think he's kind of cute. We call him the house panther. He looks more like one since he slipped out his door and was missing for a month. He lost a lot of weight. Still looking down the hallway for the dog. He's hiding. But yeah, less inflammation. My rheumatoid arthritis is about gone. I'm trying to get my knee to heal up. Belching a little bit because I drank something bubbly earlier. Just plain water in the cup now. But when you eat for less inflammation, you start feeling better. And eating carnivore diet is eating for less inflammation. And some people can explain what's going on with the body chemically when you eat for carnivore or eat for less inflammation. There we go. More of me and less of extra stuff on the screen. I've got Lego poinsettia, Lego flower bouquet, and way back next to the clock, there's a shelf on each side of the clock that's got my pretty little egg cups. People who do soft-boiled eggs will know what an egg cup is for the most part. A lot of people don't eat them that way. It's sort of like poaching it in the shell. I like egg cups. They're often very decorative. If my words and expression is a little off kilter, I have had a stroke. I'm getting better. Talking to the camera keeps me talking. Although I seriously spend a lot of time watching badly dubbed apocalypse movies from other countries because that's kind of fun. Javier, how are you? That's nice. Did you come in just looking for random live streams to connect to, or do you come in because I talk about health concerns, or did you follow someone else's link? I don't know. How'd you find me? Although, from what I understand, it's pretty common that people just search for available live streams, so no big deal if that was how you got here. Everyone's welcome to come in and say hi and mention concerns, whether it's health concerns, family concerns, whatever. My second grandson has been diagnosed with Crohn's, which is pretty much a permanent negative reaction to wheat-based products. Yeah, since the stroke, I frequently come out with the wrong word or have trouble getting the right word to come out. But no regular pretzels. gluten-free ones, completely non-wheat. He can have gluten-free bread, which, to hear him talk about it is absolute torture, and having tried some of it, I would have to agree. Um, Wheat-free everything. So he spends time talking to other high school kids with similar issues. And, oh, what's the other one? There's Crohn's, IBS, and another thing. I don't always remember the other thing, but he swaps notes with other people in his age group to find out decent food items that they're tasty, they're bearable, he can get them when he's out with friends. So he's got things to try. There's some, it's like, there's a cookie brand called Tate's, and they're pretty good. I've had them since long before I went carnivore. I picked some up. I was going to a big camp out, and other assorted grandparents were going to be there. Sometimes I go camping without any young people around. Although lately I'm kind of overdue for a camping trip without anybody around, if at all possible. Possible. There. I got all of that word out. But, Karen Newman. Or Cara Newman, I don't know. How are you today? Yeah, y'all missed it earlier. I was playing with all the fun stuff my new light does. I'll run through some of this real quick. You can watch the reflection on my glasses will kind of tell you what it's doing. Oh, let me go back to this. There we go. It says, you probably can't tell the difference with this, but there's multicolored little bits chasing each other around and around the light ring. Oh, I can hear the thunder. There it is, changing back and forth from one color to the next, just in a constant cycle. And instead of just changing, at this point, the red, green, and blue are all going around and around. It's fun. I appreciate the responses. Actually, I found it on Amazon. Although I thought it was a little expensive at the time, I did want a light. And there's one that had two little lights, and there's this one that has one larger ring, and then it's got an additional little screw base. I mean, the whole light ring screws into the top color on the stick, which was a replacement for one that got stepped on and broke. I didn't step on it, I promise, but I didn't have it folded up and put away either. There we go. Yeah, there's one color around and around and around, sort of just a pulse, but one piece stays lit at a time, and it just around and around and around. And now it's just pulsing on and off right there. I'm pretty sure it'll pulse on and off different colors too. I have it preset to red so that if I'm doing anything late in the evening, I don't have blue LEDs shining straight in my eyes, because that is one of the things that messes up people's sleep. I follow people like Sarah Pugh, or sorry, channel Busy Superhuman, and she is busy, but I think she would approve. But yeah, just I was just looking for a replacement for the old stick that I used to put my phone on, and this one is fun. I was trying it out today. How's it going? It's going about like any carnivore's life goes. I eat meat at a volume that most people would be aghast at, but I have previously said in more than one live and posts and things, like if someone doesn't completely disapprove of your life, then you're probably not living your life as you should. Yeah, meat replaces the proteins that you need, and most of it replaces the nutrients that you need. And unless you have depleted yourself for so many years that something major goes wrong, then you really don't need supplements. I eat meat. I don't take, yeah, I don't take vitamin tablets. I don't take vitamin C I just about every week or so, my family will have some bananas in the house. To that end of the house, don't eat the way I do, and that's fine. I don't insist on it. Okay, looks like I'm still alive, and I can hear the thunder rolling outside. I'm in Texas. We get pretty bad storms. Okay, one of the suggestions that came up said to do a Q&A thing. It's like, what kind of travel destinations do you have on your bucket list? Storms are not something to fear. They are inconvenient. It is the damage that comes after a storm or the result of the storm that needs to be properly respected. I live not far from a river, and in Texas, it gets to be startled because of something is not real fear. It's just something that makes you jump. I heard thunder, and that means lightning happened somewhere. Out there somewhere. And usually, if you have that moment, take a deep breath and just wait and remind yourself it happened somewhere else. I used to do search and rescue, so yeah, we'd be out in all kinds of winter weather, and that was unpleasant. I didn't like it that much, but that's is something that has to happen depending where you live. I don't know what you typed, but part of it comes up on my screen as a Chinese looking character with the letter A. Well, go safely. Go and feel better. Go and eat the things that keep you healthy. Bye. I think it's time for me to get going too. Everyone's free to like and subscribe. I'm free to make my dinner. So eat what makes you feel good. Exercise as you are able. Gotta keep everything moving, right? Oh, I love people having come in. It's just Everybody's welcome. Not everybody chooses to eat the way I do, but they don't have to. If someone lives where fruit grows, and it's a seasonal thing, but if it grows and it's in season and you can get it and you like it, then that's what you have. That's probably how ceviche was invented. I need to go someplace that serves a good ceviche and give it a try. I'm right near Austin, so there are probably a few. Well, it sounds like the rain is coming down. Anyway, everybody, be healthy, be busy, be who you need to be. Grandma loves you and wants you to be okay, okay? Alright, bye-bye.